Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Snowhawks and the Commanders, all that and more, coming up next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the Snowhawks of Canton taking on the Washington Commanders. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And he's corralled at the 40, and not before picking up 8. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That good for 19 at a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Again, they run it with Spiller. They'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line. The whole blockers off of them allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start a first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays.
Spiller trying to get loose. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moved without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. Oh, nice move. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. And they rattle off a big one. 43 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
The 19-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Canton first down.
Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play. Here we go now on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Young on third down. And a throw will take over first and 10. The Canton offense takes over once again. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
And the Canton first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. Back to throw again. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Canton first down. That's the end of the
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Commanders nothing.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Snowhawks are able to extend their lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They go again with Scott. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was.
Guys, that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
4 yards. 1st down, Snowhawks.
And Howe will throw it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And 3 at the 47-yard line.
With a play fake, and now here's Howe to throw it. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off play action. It's Howell. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Scott. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now this one was tight end out on the right side. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. On the carry, this is Scott. He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Hooker. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down, Howell to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Howell down to throw it. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Another throw for Howell. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll find Lindsay here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, the defenses look to be ready for the regular season. Maybe not the offenses just yet, but still a half to go as we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.